Last time we removed our Saildrive from our Ep.25, and this week we clean up the leg and reveal exactly how old our Saildrive Diaphragm was. We're back in Newcastle after having quite a bit of time away lately, and Takazar is moored a few miles down the river at Royal Quays Marina. Stick around to the end to see some raw, unedited sailing footage aboard our friends Westerly Konsort on our stunning northeast coast. Good morning. So I've had a few days working off the boat. I've been working at the marina instead this weekend, but we're back to it today. The Saildrive removal went really well the other day, and we didn't really have any major problems, which I was pleased to say. And the Saildrive kit was really good, and it came with some really clear instructions of how to do the job. So I'll show you. So step one was to drain the oil out of the Saildrive leg, then remove the exhaust elbow. Then remove any other cables that were connecting the Saildrive to the engine. So I think that was just the fuel pipe, the water intake. And next move the engine mount bolts and remove any of the bolts around the Saildrive diaphragm and on the back of the engine where it attaches. Next stage was to put some supports in for the engine. We actually didn't need to do that. And we pushed our engine forward. You only need to do it like a couple of centimetres just to get clearance. And then we kind of gave it a bit of a wiggle and lifted it out. Then remove all the bolts, and then it shows you here how to replace all the internal seals.
You can see that's one of the gaskets there.
Yep, this green.
Yeah. You've got your inner O-ring there. And that's obviously the sea cock. Yeah.
What's it looking like inside?
Oh, it looks like the paint went in. Looks really clean. The old one.
Yeah.
You want me to get a new one of these valves as well?
Yes, please.
Volvo one as well?
Yeah, Volvo one, yeah. Will it have a handle?
It should do. Yeah. I hope so. Usually a little green handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just been getting this boat sorted here. This is James's boat, and this is his gearbox. Currently around 1,000 bits on the dock.
So we did make a bit of a discovery in doing this, and when we took off the water intake pipe, so this is what attaches to the sea cock in the Saildrive, and this end goes to the engine. for the cooling water to go around. This is completely blocked solid. Now, this is only a short section of pipe and you can't even see through it. And you can actually feel there's a blockage right in the middle. I don't know whether you can hear. It's just completely blocked solid. So that'll have been restricting the water flow to the engine and hence making the engine hotter than it should be. So we're going to get a new bit of pipe and we're having a new seacock as well, because we just thought while it's out we might as well. And the seacock that we've currently got on the engine doesn't have a handle, so I have a separate handle that I have to use. So let's just get a new one. So I'm going to cut this open very shortly and I'm going to find out exactly what's in it. The other question that you're probably all wondering is how old was our Saildrive Diaphragm and what condition was it in? And I'm going to answer that really soon. Right, so let's see what's in here. My guess is it's going to be a build-up of salt, sands, and just general muck. You can hear it all crunching inside. The moment of truth. Wow. Look at that. What is that? That actually looks like a pebble. I've got no idea how that's got in there. Unless it's just congealed itself in the pipe, but yeah. So that will have been making a difference with how much water was getting to the engine. So I'm not sure how that's got in because that wouldn't fit through the water intake holes in the Saildrive leg because they're tiny. So it's a bit of a mystery, unless it has kind of like congealed together in the pipe and it's been in there for many, many years. Don't know, but that's what the problem was. Now, this is the Saildrive Diaphragm that we took off. And Volvo says that these should be replaced every 7 years. So if one of these failed, it would be an absolute disaster and it could sink your boat because the size of the hole that it's covering is massive. But there's a lot of people that don't change these every 7 years. However, I'm going to tell you how old this one is because they're all date stamped. And the date on this is 1989, which is the year that the boat was built. So it's about 35 years old and it's never been changed. So for a 35-year-old diaphragm, it's actually not in too much of a bad state. So it's fully intact. So this is the back and you can see there is a little bit of cracking and wear starting on it. And the top side, it's not too bad really. But there's no splits or anything in it. It's fully in one piece. So it was doing its job, but it's something that's been on our mind for a while that we didn't know how old it was, and you are supposed to have them replaced. So I'm really glad that we've done this job because I knew it was going to be old, but I didn't know it was going to be original. And actually, if one of these failed and did a lot of damage to your boat, if it hasn't been replaced, your insurance could wriggle out of any claims. So that's just worth thinking about because they could say that you've not kept the boat in a seaworthy condition. Another good thing about doing this process though, it's not just about replacing this seal to me, it's about removing the entire Saildrive, opening it all up, cleaning it out because you get marine growth, mussel shells in there. We've looked at the nuts and bolts of it, like the gears. I know now that them gears are really good in there, it's all in really good condition. Before you put it back together, you change all the little seals inside, and some of them were quite worn, and a sign of that is having milky oil. Now, our oil wasn't too bad. There was a little bit of milk in it at the bottom. So that shows that one of the seals further down was probably worn. So we've got full new seals. So I'm just pleased now that it's all been cleaned, all new seals and all put back together. So job well done. So we're going to have a little bit of a break now from boat maintenance and we're going to do some sailing. This is our friend Steve and Di's Westerly Konsort. They've not had it long and today we're taking it out for a shakedown sail.
It's beautiful, it's like a flipping mill pond. It's gorgeous.
Thanks so much for watching and join us next time where we refurbish our Saildrive clamp ring and put the Saildrive back in. And if you haven't done already, don't forget to press the subscribe button and we'll see you next time.